Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Heat Ray Vision podcast. Tonight, I got myself Hector, Mario,
What's up?
and Hav.
What up, what up?
And tonight, we're going to be reviewing the recent movie 65. Just flat out 65. Before we get into it, guys, I want to let you guys know that you guys can listen to us anywhere on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, SoundCloud, and YouTube. Make sure you guys follow our socials at Heat Ray Vision Podcast. But if you're too lazy to type all that in, just type in heatrayvisionpodcast.com and you'll see everything there. You see all of our socials. Why are you laughing?
Because you said if you're too lazy, I just thought like if you're a lazy piece of shit, just type this in.
Hey, that's yeah, because like I gotta type in like what if I gotta type in Heat Ray Vision like podcast all these socials. You know what I mean? Just go to heatrayvisionpodcast.com.
I do the same thing. I see the link tree. I'm like, all right, bet.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
right?
like I don't.
People like you.
I'm the exact same way.
But yeah, guys, we're gonna be having a spoiler review on 65, which is the new sci-fi film, which really got my attention when I first saw the trailer. I know Mario and I we were pretty hyped. We were like, "Yo, what the heck? What is this?" Right? The trailer is like this guy stranded in this planet, and we're like, "Okay, what's the deal?" Oh, we have aliens and shit. I'm like, "Okay, cool," and we find out the aliens is fucking dinosaurs. And we're like, oh shit, okay. And yeah, and Mario and I were soaked on it. Hav, I don't think you ever gave your opinion on when you saw the trailer.
I thought it was like, I was just like, oh, okay, like another stranded in the planet movie. It's not the first one we've ever had. You know what I mean?
You've seen other ones?
I mean, yeah, there's other ones out there, like After Earth.
I haven't seen that.
That's the one with Will Smith and Jaden Smith.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that one.
That was that one, and then like I'm sure there's a few other ones, but like the premise was very similar. It's a common one that you see in movies. So when I saw it, I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like, and I mean, I don't know. I was just kind of like, all right, cool. Like that movie's all right, but like, I looked at the date, the date that the movie was coming out, and I was like, man, if I'm gonna be honest with y'all, like, the movie I'm more excited to come out that weekend was Scream.
Oh yeah,
because they come out the same weekend, and I was like, well, I don't know though. Who knows, right? 65.
Right. Oh, and speaking of Scream already, guys, I made a poll. So like, if you guys want to interact with our polls, like I plan on doing polls on our Instagram when there's a weekend like this where there's big movies, right? Two big movies we don't know. Go follow our Instagram, Heat Ray Vision Podcast. I'm gonna make polls and basically on what movie do you guys want to see first. I already did a poll with this one with 65 and Scream, and surprisingly 65 won by a long slide. So I said, you know what, fuck it, that's what we're gonna do. And I just wanted to also give a quick shout out to Luis. Shout out to you, man. He's another listener that he said he's a mailman. He says that he fucks with our podcast and stuff. He found us through TikTok. So yeah, I told him I was gonna give him a shout out on the next episode, and he actually voted for 65. So here you go, man. Yeah,
shout out Luis, bro.
Yeah, shout out to you, man.
Yeah, dedicated to Luis.
Dedicated to Luis, man. And yeah, if you guys appreciate the podcast or anything like that, make sure you guys give us ratings. If you're listening to Apple or I believe Apple and Spotify, that's where like you give ratings. I don't know about everywhere else, but give us a rating, guys. Like that'll definitely boost us up. Or if you guys want to give recommendations or give your appreciation, just message us on IG, and yeah, I'll definitely give you guys a shout out. But yeah, continuing on, the premise of this movie was really interesting because it's, like what Javi said, sure, it's another stranded type of movie, but I like the idea that, we're in this stranded planet and like there's aliens, but in fact the planet is Earth and the aliens are dinosaurs, and this takes place 65 million years ago. And I think that premise hooked me. I'm like, oh shit, that's actually pretty interesting. I don't think there's no other movie that does that. Where like the unknown is actually the known for us.
Yeah.
Right. So I thought that was pretty cool.
I didn't like how they revealed that in the trailer.
I don't think they did. They?
Yeah, they did.
I thought they just showed the dinosaurs.
The trailer straight up tells you 65 million years.
Oh really?
Yeah, it does, bro.
Oh shit, I can't remember. I thought it was just 65.
No.
Oh, okay.
A part of me would have wished if they didn't reveal that. And then when you go and see the movie,
like that opening credit that we saw.
No, not even that, because that also just reveals it too early. Because the movie starts out like when you see the title.
Oh, I get what you're saying. Okay.
When the movie like when you see the title, it says 65, and it says 65 on the screen for like 3 seconds, and then there's text on the bottom that says million years ago,
right,
Earth had. You know what I mean? So a part of me would have liked. It would have been cool for there to be like a reveal that the uncharted planet they were in was Earth 65 million years ago.
Yeah.
What's it called? Like at the end of the movie or like in the middle, or you know what I mean? I thought that would have been cool if it was something like that. And also, I felt like this movie had potential to be longer to explain a little more lore behind it. Because obviously, this fucking ship and like everything that these people are doing is super futuristic.
Yeah.
That to me it was like. Because it's like the Adam Driver, right, is the main character. I don't know, I forget his name, but like I know the actor's name, right? Adam Driver. His job is that like he gets on the ship and he has to like fly, a bunch of frozen bodies in the back and shit. But like the fact that he landed on Earth 65 million years ago made me think like, is it like some light year shit, or like the faster he traveled, the more like how time passed?
Yeah.
Did he travel back in time, or
No, I think
he didn't say it was going to be a year voyage.
Oh, okay. I think you're right.
He's like, how long are you going to be gone? A year.
So what I think will happen, Hav, is that 65 million years ago, we didn't exist, but other humanoids existed.
Okay, that's
and to them that was their present.
Gotcha.
Does that make sense?
No,
that's what I thought.
That was another idea that I had.
Right.
That maybe just galaxies away, Star Wars shit. Like there was just futuristic shit going on.
Right.
Like at the same time where the fucking dinosaurs ruled the earth and shit.
Yeah. I think that's what it is. It's just that for 65 million years ago, they were already advanced other humanoids, people and stuff, and they just happened to stumble on Earth, which we're not even. And hey, we haven't been existing, and thank God, man, because like, true. Let's be real, man. If humans were alive with dinosaurs, man, it'd been
fuck no.
It would have been a wraps.
Yeah.
Actually, and I'm actually curious how big that meteor was. I know it's not the. It didn't kill everything on Earth. It's more of what it caused to the environment, the atmosphere. But I'm just curious to see like how big was that for real. You know what I mean?
It was huge.
Do you know like how big it was?
I don't
like,
know the exact
couple states or some shit. Like
I actually don't know like how big the actual meteor was.
Yeah.
But I've seen interviews of like from Bill Nye.
Oh yeah.
And Neil deGrasse Tyson, where they have mentioned that the meteor was like huge, like because from what I've understood from when they explained is they said when the meteor hit the Earth, like the impact caused the fucking
like huge like eruption type.
that killed the dinosaurs, you know what I mean? But like my thing is like, did that shit go around the Earth?
No. So that's the misconception that people have. No, the meteor,
because the way they explain it makes it seem like that.
Right,
That's but I call bullshit. I'm like, wait, hold on.
No. It's like an atomic bomb, right? It kills, and obviously the meteor, the impact was greater than an atomic bomb that we have, but it definitely instantly killed everything around it, like for a certain radius, right? It wouldn't go all around the world. What happened was there was dinosaurs that survived on the other side of the world or whatever, but the reason why they died is because of the atmosphere. And what happened was the atmosphere got clouded. It's all of with that smoke and the fire. There was no sunlight, so if there's no sunlight, how the fuck are plants gonna grow? People, and dinosaurs were starving and stuff. And that's what happened essentially. Sure, the impact definitely changed everything. It fucking killed a lot of dinosaurs, but it was the aftermath of like essentially what happened. The atmosphere, like it was just not inhabitable.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? And so like I said, guys, I mentioned before. I think I'm pretty sure I mentioned spoiler review, right?
Yes.
I did mention
that.
Yeah. So really quickly, I'm gonna just give like a quick summary of what the goal is in this movie, and then we'll go to things that we liked and whatever things that we didn't like. So this opens up with the main character. I forgot his name. You said he's from Star Wars. This opens up with this character and his wife and a daughter, and we have in the beginning movie we have this like bonding moment with the family with his wife and his daughter, and truthfully, that bonding moment like with the father and the daughter, I didn't really buy that much. Like that's me personally. I was like I don't really feel that connection. It seemed like the acting on both ends and that scene for me personally, I was like I don't know, it just didn't feel genuine to me. You know, so when I saw that, I'm like, oh, I was kind of worried for the rest of the movie. I was like, oh, snap. What did you guys
for
think
me,
about
it wasn't
that
that it
first?
didn't feel genuine. I felt the acting was on point. I feel like they did
Oh,
their
okay.
part. It's just like
Yeah.
when it comes down to a scene like that, bro, it's not so much if the acting plays a huge part. If
Yeah.
one person's a really bad actor and you're like,
Right.
yeah, this dude's trash, right? But for me personally, I felt like the acting was there on both sides. It just the execution didn't hook me.
Like
That's what it
So you're
was.
saying like the overall, like the script?
Yeah,
Like the
like just
dialogue?
the overall interaction didn't make me buy. Like, I believed they were father and daughter because the movie said it. Oh, but your daughter this.
Yeah.
Oh, but my daughter this. You know, like when.
Right.
You know how when like movies do that typical bullshit. It was just like when you watch a really cheesy movie, there'll be a boy in the bedroom playing, and another older guy will come in like, "Hey, mom said blah blah blah," and like they do that to the audience now knows they're brothers because they said
Right.
mom said type of shit, right? That's why I knew they were father and daughter. Otherwise, like for me, like them like learning how to fucking whistle and shit, like
Oh yeah, we got
I
that
get
scene.
it. I get it. Like I get what they were going for. It just didn't hook me. It didn't really, I guess, do it for me. Had nothing to do with the acting. I felt like it was more the execution. It's just
Right.
the overall scene. I didn't
Yeah,
really.
I thought it was the acting for both of them. I thought it was just me. Me personally, I thought it was the acting. I didn't think it was there. You thought it wasn't the acting. You thought it was just the interaction. I could see that. Mario, what did you think about that? About that scene? What do you think about that?
I'm more along.
Or maybe you just didn't notice anything. You're just like, oh, fuck it, I'm here. Like you didn't really.
No, I'm more along the lines of Javi, where I didn't mind the acting. The acting was fine, but I saw what they were trying to do is that they're trying to make you care for these characters.
Yeah.
And I think the problem with it,
think it wasn't enough.
It wasn't enough. The thing is, they're doing it in the beginning of the movie, and immediately we're transported away from this family. Like we're not with them anymore.
Well,
In bits and pieces throughout the movie, we get flashbacks with them, obviously, and then that's when I think that's when my relationship, where I give a fuck more, happens. But
That's true.
it happens in the beginning, but it happens kind of instantly, and I'm not gonna say rushed, but what you feel is it feels rushed, but it's not rushed.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like it's not enough for me to care.
With that situation, I'm gonna go back to what Javi said, and it's the execution, because we could say, oh well, you know, the beginning we get this, you know, bond, and then we immediately separated, whatever the fuck. I mean, that's what happened with The Last of Us.
Yeah, heavy Last of Us vibes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's what happened with The
that's
Last of
true.
Us in the beginning. But guess what? The Last of Us, they had more time, and they executed more. Like more. They did a better job than this one. You know what I mean? So I don't want to. So yeah, I don't know if I'd use that argument. Oh, it happened so quickly. We immediately separated and stuff, because we see other examples like The Last of Us. They could do that. It's just what Javi said. I think the execution. But in that scene alone, we learned that the daughter is sick. The father and mother, they can't afford to take care of her. So he's taking a job that is outer space. We don't know what that job is. It's just transporting. We just know it's transporting people in these cryo tubes, some Halo shit.
Yeah,
Right?
and he's gone for a year.
And just so he could.
I could have sworn the movie said 2 years.
I know it was years something.
Well, regardless, it's still present.
Yeah.
Back then, though, for
Right.
65 million years ago, for them. Does that make sense?
No,
Like, to them.
I'm talking like the voyage he has to take is that long.
No, that's what I'm. Yeah, I meant that like the job he's taking is that he's going to be gone for 2 years, and so there's going to be 2 whole years that he's not going to be with his family.
Oh, I mean, a year, 2 year, fucking man, same.
That's
thing.
what I'm saying. Like either way, it's a long.
It's still a long time, motherfucker. You know what I mean? And so yeah, so he's taking this voyage, you know, to get more money for his daughter and stuff that's sick, and yeah, we're immediately he's on this voyage. There's a meteor shower. Oh, typical. Oh shit, we're going down. Crash into Earth. He's doing a couple research. He's like scoping out the area. And I did like when he did crash. I did like the moment where like he wanted to kill himself, and I saw it coming when that scene where he's giving out the message. You know what typical people do? It's just me surviving. I'm stranded. You know the typical like Buzz Lightyear shit.
Yeah.
Mission log.
Yeah, mission log. Like I'm the only survivor.
I'm alone.
Tell my family I love you, and tell my daughter to not eat too much of the cookies. Like I don't know, some random
Lay off the
messages.
cookies.
Right, some random messages. So and when he says that message, and then we get the shot where he looks at the gun on the. At that moment, I already knew. Oh shit! Like he's going to kill himself, and then we get that confirmation where we got that scene where he's on his knees and he has the gun towards himself, and then eventually he's not. And this brings up a question before we keep going. If that happened to you guys, what the fuck would y'all do that?
What, kill myself?
Yeah. If you're in his situation, bro, unknown planet, you're from what you're the only survivor. You don't know what the fuck's out there. Would you guys keep exploring, or would y'all just be like, you know what, man, it's done, like it's the end of the line?
For me, it depends. Do I get to choose when to kill myself?
Yes, sure.
Because he was sending distress signals and shit through the walkie-talkie and shit.
Yeah,
I would probably wait a while to see if I get a response back, or see if they can pinpoint where I'm at and they can come get me. I wouldn't kill myself right then and there. All right, it's reps. You didn't even give yourself a chance.
He steps out. I was like, well, I'm fucked. Bang.
You didn't even give yourself a chance. You know what I mean? For me, I would probably just wait it out.
Yeah.
And if it goes for days, or I don't hear shit, I'll count the days. I don't know. I'll chalk on the wall.
Yeah, like a chalk on the wall.
I'll find a stick or or I'll grab a knife and carve it into a wall or something, or the bark of a tree. I don't know. I'll count the days somehow. But if I hit 30 days or something, I'm killing myself.
You know what?
It's
I'm done.
It's rap.
But what if there's other life besides these aliens, aka dinosaurs? You know what I mean? What if you just run into other people? Wouldn't you want to go exploring and stuff? It is tough because to me, I'm like, fuck. I think I do the same thing with you. But one thing I've noticed too is that we never got to see him eat anything. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's damn.
Unless he had food in the ship.
Yeah, right.
But they never showed that.
Yeah, we just never saw it.
It's one of those things where you're like, oh, he's so well prepared. We just assume that he is carrying food.
That's true. That's one of those just like that in the middle of the movie, we see that gadget where he puts a food in and it tells him if it's good to eat or not. That's pretty fucking cool. Yeah, I was like, because when that, if I'm going too ahead of myself, I'm gonna say this really quick. Once we get introduced to that girl and she has those berries, I'm like, you better not eat that. Immediately, I always thought that because I'm like, yo, you never know what the fuck, you know. Shout out to the people. Shout out to our predecessors because I can't say that word. Fuck y'all.
We didn't even say nothing.
I know Martin's about to laugh.
Predecessor?
Yes, that fucking word. Shout out to them because the only reason why we know there's poisonous berries is because of them motherfuckers.
I thought you were trying to say ancestors. I don't know.
I mean, it's the same thing. I would assume, right? Yeah. Am I using that wrong? Am I using that word wrong?
Nah,
isn't that the same thing?
Same thing, kind of. Yeah, basically. Yeah.
I would have said ancestors.
Well, all right. Well, let me know. If people listening. Yeah, let me know.
Continue your point.
But just going back to reality, our reality, right, is that the reason why we know certain things are poisonous is because the people before us, because motherfuckers would just, oh shit, another berry, yo, hey John, look, I found another berries. Remember the other blueberries we ate? They were lit. Oh, these bitches are red though. Let's try them out. Let's get it. He eats them and then he fucking dies. And the guy's like,
John, wake up.
He's like, okay, we're not eating that. Mark that down. How many leaves does this have? Blah blah blah. Okay, cool. Add that to the list. And if it's really crazy to think that's what happened, dude. And it's we're lucky as fuck right now. That's how I see it, man. We're lucky as fuck to be right now, motherfucker. Look at us. We're doing podcasts. Back then, the motherfuckers
not eating poisonous berries, man.
Back then, bro, them motherfuckers were hunting mammoths.
Back then, they were doing podcasts and eating poisonous berries.
Yeah, they were eating poisonous berries and shit. Like, what the fuck? But shout out to them. But anyways, that was a cool gadget and stuff. So anyways, this guy's, like I said, he's stranded. He believes he's alone, but no, turns out there is another survivor, and that survivor is this little girl. He says she's about 9 years old or whatever.
9, yeah, I think, yeah.
And we meet her, and he then finds out that the other half of the ship is pretty far away from where they're at, and that's their journey to get to there because there's an escape pod over there.
Yep.
And that's essentially the whole movie is
the journey to the escape pod.
Yes, they're trying to get to the escape pod to get the fuck out and stuff. And obviously we meet this little girl and stuff. I forgot her name.
Carla. I think it was Carla.
Was it Carla?
I'll look it up. I'm pretty sure.
I forgot her name. I couldn't hear sometimes when he would say it, but and immediately I kind of okay, I see what's going on, right? Some Last of Us shit.
Yeah,
that's what I thought of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no. Koa.
I knew it. I was about to say Chloe or something.
Yeah, I knew it was something
something like that, dude.
Wait, by the way, could y'all figure out what language she was speaking?
Hell,
I couldn't figure it out.
A made up language, bro.
Maybe.
Is that racist? Nah, fuck it.
What if it's a real one and people are listening
We don't know. We're clueless.
Yeah, we don't know, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, if
motherfucker
you're
talking.
speaking a language that's like people speak
Hey.
here, tell us. Or
And
is
you know
it
what
man?
pissed me off too? Is
What?
like so Mario. So we learned that the girl it can't speak the same language, and to me, I was like, okay, cool. I actually like that. It's
No, I
different.
liked it too. Yeah.
I thought it was okay, cool. That's different because immediately I kind of knew what they're going for.
Yeah.
You know, the whole typical,
Father,
the-
daughter.
yeah, right. The Last of Us,
Literally
the Kratos story and stuff like that. So the fact that they made her not speak the same language, I thought, okay, cool. That's pretty cool. I actually like that change. I mean, not that change, but like I just like that, right?
Yeah.
And we fuck. Well, I was gonna say something before I went to fucking rant. What did you say beforehand?
What?
Did you say? Did he
Made
say
up
something?
language. Tell us. Correct us.
Oh yeah, something that I didn't
yeah,
like is
yeah.
like he knew that she didn't speak the same language, right? But he still like
Kept speaking.
kept speaking sentences to her.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
pissed me off. I'm like, bro, she don't get you.
Like
bro.
that confuses it. You got to be like tree, climb.
Yeah,
Don't
like
be
do that. Like you know what I mean? Don't be like,
Or take the tree, climb here.
Don't be like-
put your foot there, then put your foot there. Yeah.
like, hey, listen. I can't understand you. Your parents are over here. Like, bitch, why are you saying all this? Just shut your mouth.
He
do
does it
hand
at
signals.
parts, but then like
Like with eat, he remember that part where she wanted to eat the berry. He's like,
Yeah.
he showed her the red. He's like, don't eat. Instead of he could have been like hand signaling like to his mouth, like, hey, don't eat. Like shake his head, do whatever the fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was just one little thing. I'm like, bro, she don't get you, bro. Like,
Yeah, it
what the
doesn't make
fuck?
sense.
But anyways, so yeah, essentially this this guy and this girl, they're on their way to the journey because we learned that the girl also had family on board when she was in that cryo sleep, and we know that they're deceased. Remember that part where like the ship gets cut in half and all the cryo tubes are flying out?
Yeah.
Damn, bro. I was like, damn, bro.
tough.
Bro, like, what if that was us, bro? In the future, we in cryo sleep and shit. We just see ourselves like, we just wake up in the middle. We just wake up in the middle of space, like, what the?
Javi's in the fucking cryo sleep. He sees you. You guys make eye contact. Y'all like this. Peace.
Yeah, right. Yo,
Yeah.
it's like, so how the fuck we get it out? Like, you know what I mean? What the fuck? Yo, speaking of cryo sleep, man, I think that's gonna be real.
Maybe I don't fucking know. I just
don't know?
I don't know what
man.
the science behind it is.
Yeah.
I need, for me, bro, to understand anything science. I've told this to Mario months ago. I said, for me to understand anything science related,
yeah.
I need Bill Nye to explain.
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
He said, I need Bill Nye, the science guy.
Like if I asked him, like, yo, is cryo sleep like real? Like, could that actually happen? Or like, is freezing the brain lethal type shit? Like, and like if he tells me like, nah, fuck that, I'll be like, all right, bet.
What if he don't know? What if he hits you with I don't know?
Well, then he don't know.
What the
That's scary.
bitch?
What do you mean Bill Nye don't know?
Yeah.
Okay, but let's say in the
You
future,
tell me,
right?
you tell me about atoms. And
Yeah,
shit.
right. Let's say we're 50, right? And we have more information, and then more people are paying to be put into sleep in that. I'm pretty sure there's people right now that are like that,
Maybe.
that put in cryo sleep, and we just don't have that technology to thaw them bitches out safely. Like, we can't thaw them out like chicken, right?
Naturally.
Yeah, So let's say when we're 50 and there's like, okay, like, we finally got the technology. Like, look, a living, like, this person was in cryosleep since 2022 and now it's 2056 and look at him. We did the test and it works. He's alive. At that moment, how would you do it?
If it was proven to
Yeah.
to work,
Right.
then yeah, I'd probably do it.
Dang, really?
But I'd probably wait a while. Because what if after he got thawed out, there's side effects and shit?
Right.
Like, what if he starts decomposing faster or some bullshit?
That's true.
What if he starts aging hella fast? Like,
That's true, right?
He gets thawed out, he's still 30. But then, like, in a year, he aged 25 years type shit.
Yeah, right. That's
Like, what
pretty
if there's
cool.
side effects or something?
That's interesting to think about.
I gotta, like, you know what I mean? I gotta be like, let me
Right.
see what happens.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so essentially, guys, that's the movie, and we get this Last of Us Kratos type of bond building with the guy and the girl on their way to the pod.
Yeah.
And straight off the rip, man, don't expect this movie to be like just focused on the dinosaurs and Hav. That's what you expected. Hav was upset about that. Do you want to explain on that?
Basically, I was just I was telling the guys after when the credits were rolling and shit.
Yeah.
We don't usually leave right away. We usually stay in the movie theater for a bit. We just kind of talk for like what we like, just kind of like first impression thoughts or whatever. We just kind of talk to each other. But for me personally, I felt like It's because if I explain it, I'm gonna just go into. Oh shit, Siri's going off. Sorry guys. I feel like if I explain it, bro, I'm gonna just like go into it.
What do you mean go into it?
Like, because we're kind of like tiptoeing through the movie, like from what's happening. But if I feel like, if
I mean, we already summed up pretty much essentially what
So
the
can I
movie's
just,
about.
like- can I just,
we could
like-
just we could go into whatever
the
you
actual
wanna.
reviewing portion of the movie.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
All right. Then in that case,
Yeah. Go ahead.
I felt like this movie, personally, I thought was just okay. I wasn't really a huge fan. I thought
I
it
had a
was
feeling.
all right. You know what I mean? That's only because one of the reasons is what you brought up. Like after watching the trailer, it made it seem like the dinosaurs were going to be more of a threat given how much they were shown. And then you watch the movie and it's mostly just them walking and traveling and all that other stuff. And I guess it could work if you didn't want to show enough action and instead you wanted to let, I don't know, the drama take the front seat. But even then, I personally didn't really feel the character development or the connection that Adam Driver was supposed to get with the little girl. To me, I didn't buy it as much as I did. You know, you brought up Last of Us, Kratos and Atreus. Like, I didn't buy it. To me, I just thought it was just all right. You know what I mean? But I mean, to me, I don't know, man. Like, it's just, you know, and so for me, it felt like a lot of the scenes were dragging because they're just walking,
Right.
and walking, and fill up the water bottle, and don't eat the berries, and so I actually looked over at you and I was like, "It's like where the dinosaurs, low key."
And funny when you said that. 2 minutes later, we got a dinosaur. We started getting dinosaurs.
And then I was like, "Oh, okay, cool, right?" And they were like the little ones that were
Yeah.
like attacking the shit. And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool, like action scene, right?" And then after that, I completely blanked out. I don't know what happened after that scene, but eventually they end up in a fucking cave under a waterfall. I don't know what happened in between. I guess that kind of shows how, I don't know, uninvested I was in like the movie or whatever, but somehow they ended up there, and then you see the fucking T-Rex, and I was hoping to see some shit go down, but it doesn't. They just kind of jump into that little hole and they fall down into the like the underground like tunnel shit.
Right.
And then there's more walking and more talking and more nothing really going on. And so for me, the vibe that I got from this movie was like, okay, this movie is clearly trying to do like that drama takes the front seat, action backseat thing, but they're not pulling off the character development. They're not pulling off like that. They're supposed to be this Joel and Ellie, Kratos, Atreus, father-daughter type of relationship bullshit. Like, I just didn't buy it. I don't know if it was maybe just the script or I didn't buy like, because I guess for me personally, it's gonna take a lot more than the girl throwing berries at his fucking head to make me buy the fact that they're bonding. Right. To me, I think it just takes more than that. That's my take on it, though. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Well, before I go, I'm gonna give it to Mario. But before I do that, one scene that I did like. Do you remember that scene where they're still in the ship in the early stage, and the girl finds like these like cartridges, and she starts playing it. It's the daughter.
Yeah, that part.
That whole scene I liked.
No, man. That part I liked because that's a very smart movie way to tell the audience what had happened to like his daughter and shit. Yeah. Which you find out in this 2-year job that he ended up taking. She ended up kind of living out her days, and then you see her in the hospital, and then she starts to lose hope, and then you find out that she ends up dying. Like that was a tough, really good scene.
Because you see her happy, and then
you see the
time progress. She's like, I hate you. She's like feeling sick, and it's just that scene got me, man. I was like, damn.
No, yeah, that was actually. I will give the movie props for that. Like that was actually a good scene. It was a good way for the movie to demonstrate to the audience what had happened to her and stuff like that.
And so that in that moment, like, I don't think they made it direct that like, she died. It's just like, remember, because like as she was crying, they stopped it.
The guy stops. Adam Driver.
So like, but me, I took it as, yep, she's dead.
Yeah,
that's at least to me.
I took it. Yeah.
I did too.
Okay. Okay. But I know for a fact the movie didn't flat out directly do that. So like that's when I noticed. Okay, this is gonna be like a Joel and Ellie.
Yeah.
That's what I assumed.
I picked that up pretty early.
So so we got your take, Mario. What do you think about their dynamic and their journey? To the center of the earth, dumbass. To the pod. Remember that movie? The Journey to the Center of the Earth.
Yeah,
I actually liked that movie, man. As a kid,
Which one?
It's the one with
I saw the second one. I never saw the first one. I saw the one with The Rock.
That's the one I saw.
That's the one I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, because the first one had Brendan Fraser, but like I never saw that one. I only saw the one with The Rock.
I thought the one with The Rock, isn't that like I thought that was like a reboot.
No, it has the number 2 after.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, okay. Well, I saw that one with what's his name? The dude who played Peeta in Hunger Games.
Was he in it?
Yeah.
Wasn't he in the first one?
No, I think he was with The Rock too.
I'm getting confused, bro. I'm being
Hey,
was he in the third one? Wait, what?
Listen,
Third one? No,
listen,
man.
bro. It's been so long since I've seen that movie. Whatever.
Yeah.
But anyways, Mario, go ahead. Let you take before I give my thoughts.
So for me, man, I think I'm gonna be a little bit different from Hav. For me, when he says like these things dragged on, not for me, because for me, I was pretty emotionally invested with the quote unquote father and daughter relationship.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're not, but that's what they were aiming for. I think the scene that hooked me and where got me invested was that scene that you brought up. I was gonna bring it up here, but you already brought it up before me. Was the hologram shit? We're looking at the video playback and it's a video log of as the days go on with her and shit. And the scenes where Javi says that they drag on, like the one where she's filling up the water. The reason why I didn't feel dragged on is because of when she was filling up her water and she was laying down on the ground. It flashed back to him being with his daughter and and they're on the beach and her daughter's laying down too in the exact same position that she is filling up the water. So right there and there, I can tell they're trying to make the the call back to like, oh my god, like I'm getting reminded of my daughter.
Yeah,
and I guess those just hit differently with me than with Hav, but I really enjoyed that.
And I think that's the reason. Sorry to cut you off. I think that's the reason why they didn't do so much action because they wanted to like at least try to make sure. Okay, we get this.
And the thing is, I appreciate these scenes a whole lot more because I thought throwing it back to the very beginning, where like, bro, it felt rushed. This is where they're trying to continue it, where it's like, hey, here, care more about my daughter who we know is already dead. You know, when I don't know if they confirmed it by that water scene, but like we all say we all know she was dead. Because I thought that beginning scene was going to be the only reference to Adam Driver's family, and I was like, well, that's kind of pointless because like they're trying to make us care, but that's the only time we see him in the entire movie. And I thought that was going to be a negative of this movie, but no, they kept flashing back to it a lot throughout the movie, which I really enjoyed because I was like, bet they're making us care, which I really wanted and worked because I cared. Yeah, and
that scene, and that wholesome. Wait, which one? Okay, go ahead.
I was gonna throw it back to that scene where Javi said he went blank or whatever. What happened is that remember those like bird dinosaurs or aliens referred to in this movie? Pterodactyls? Yeah, one of them. Oh no, it was one of the alligator ones. Dinosaurs drags her, and Adam Driver fucking is chasing after her. And eventually that fucker just fucks off, right? Because he shoots in the air and it scares him off. And
that's right.
And the daughter gets so scared. She's just in fear. Which who wouldn't fucking be? She's 9 years old, bro. Yeah. And not only she's scared of the dinosaurs, she was kind of scared of Adam Driver also. And Adam Driver is like, oh my god, I know how to deal with this. I had my own daughter. He just sits there. He's like, we'll wait. Yeah. I'll wait for you. Don't worry about it. Take your time. And I'm just like, oh wow, like another moment where they're
building. I like that scene.
I said I like that scene. And then ultimately he throws it back again to the daughter again, where they do that whistling shit. I don't know how the fuck he did it, but they do that whistle.
The whistle that we get from the beginning of the movie, what he tried doing with his other daughter. Well, his daughter.
Yeah, his actual. I was going to say his actual daughter. Bro. Yeah, so we get that scene with them too. Where I'm just like, oh my god, this is awesome. Like they're actually building this shit up, and it's like I can see the connection between both of them and how he's relating it to his own daughter with this chick right here. And it makes it even more incredible because of the fact that she don't know English. So everything they got to do is like, hey, eat. Don't eat this. Oh, I'll wait for you. You relax. You stay there, and it's all one word and through a lot of hand motion.
And really quickly, because I know we just passed it. I want to also mention the part where like she gets that flower.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Remember that scene? I like that scene too.
I like that scene. Yeah, that was really cool.
She put it in her hair.
It was in the river scene when they're in the water.
She put it in her hair, and then she tried putting it on his hair, and he's like, no.
Another cool thing about this movie that I really enjoyed is that the way they do jokes. It's kind of like the Batman, where like they're not making jokes; it just happens to be funny. Yeah. But like that scene with the flower, where he's like, no. Then they cut next scene. He's wearing the flower while hiking. And then at the very end of the movie, remember, he's like tied around something tight or whatever the fuck he said. Exactly. That was funny too. He climbs up and he sees that the girl fucking just wrapped around the rope around a bunch of different branches. Where it's like what the fuck? Like it's not out there. It's just like what the fuck? Look what she did. Yeah. And I really like how they did the jokes in this. Where like there's not a lot, but like when they're there, they're like they're funny, but they're not like
Yeah.
It's not purposely meant to make you laugh.
Or
If that
even
makes sense.
the quicksand scene. Remember that one?
Oh,
Where he was drowning that. What was it? Quicksand?
I'm guessing
assuming
it's quicksand, bro. Then
He gets in quicksand. He starts like drowning or whatever. And then she ends up saving him by pulling down a tree branch.
Yeah.
And then after he's saved or whatever, he like immediately goes to her and hugs her.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
I thought that scene was really good. Or even when they were in that when they were escaping from that, dude, that wasn't even a T-Rex. I don't think the one in the cave. It wasn't a T-Rex.
Oh, that.
Don't you remember? It was like
you're right. Yeah, that wasn't a T-Rex.
You remember that?
The T-Rex didn't come until the end of the movie. That was like the mix of like that alligator and fucking.
The one you see at the very end.
Yeah, the very last big.
Oh,
Cause don't you remember? Because they hinted. Because remember when they're in the cave, we see the face of that thing, and the dude shoots it, and he shoots one of the eyes, and at the end of the movie, when that dinosaur pulls up, it kind of zooms into that eye that he shot. So it tells the audience, "Oh, it's the fucking bitch from the cave."
OG
Yeah,
one.
from the right,
The OG one.
the big one, right?
Yeah,
From
it
Toy
came. It finally came.
Story. Shout out
The
Toy
big
Story. Sid was a weirdo.
one.
Hey man.
Hell no.
But anyways, that scene when they were in the cave, when they got split apart. Remember that part, Mario? When they got split apart with the rocks.
Oh, with the rocks and shit.
Yeah, remember when they were in the cave system? They got split apart, and the actor, I forgot his name. He's like in distress. He's like, no, I actually felt that. I actually felt that scene. I was like, damn, okay, like I'm actually liking it. So yeah, like this movie is more focused to the relationship and to the journey. Sure, we do get dinosaurs, especially at the end. At the end, that's when we get the more bigger finale where we get the bigger dinosaurs and stuff. But yeah, it's not just straight up action, like Javi was expecting or anything. And to be honest, with you, I don't even know what the fuck I was expecting, man. I don't know if I wanted more action or whatever. I was just like, the premise is cool. I just want to check it out. Let me see how it goes, and you know what I mean. But yeah, the what else? The other scene where, because in the beginning of the movie, the other half of the ship is on that mountain, and he's like, "Yo, we have to get here to get home," and that's a word that she understood. She understood home.
Family.
She understood family. He says, "Hey, your family's up in this mountain. Like, we got to get there, right?" So then they go, and then once they're there, she realizes, "Yo, my family isn't here."
Yeah,
And then we get that one scene where she's like mad as fuck, pushing them and stuff. And then they end up making up and hugging each other and stuff. I like that scene.
Yeah, I like it too.
So I guess I don't know. Javi didn't. After all this, Javi doesn't buy it.
No,
Mario.
none of these scenes are. None of them hit like that for me.
Only that one scene with the vlogs or the playbacks.
That, yeah.
Only that one.
I liked the scene where he put the flower on his head.
Oh, that
Okay.
one. Yeah.
I don't know why that one worked and all the other shit didn't, but I felt like if we had more scenes like that one, or I guess they was more, I don't know, man. It was just like
Another cool
there
scene.
was something so innocent about her wanting to put the flower on his head or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then like the fact that he kind of reluctantly lets her. I don't know. It's just something about that. That one did work, but like seeing all the other things that you guys were saying, like, I don't know. As much as I think it was cool and unique to make the girl not talk English and speak a different language, I get it. I think this movie would have benefited more if she did. That way there would be more dialogue being spoken within each other, and maybe that's where the character development would have came from. Learning from each other, talking to each other, and learning things. You know what I mean? Stuff like that, maybe.
Right.
Maybe that's what it is. Personally, because I try to think like, well, what goes into character development? Obviously, a change of character from a person, but also a lot of it has to do with verbal, like talking. Like you say something now, but then a month from now you're saying something different. Well, that's a change in character. Like I don't know, a lot of it's through talking. So maybe the fact that because she spoke in a different language and there's not really conversations having taken place between them, is what made me kind of like not see the growth or whatever.
Right. That's.
On top of that, I just didn't feel like there was growth in general. Because Adam Driver kind of takes the girl as like under his protection, already just kind of like, bet I'm gonna keep you safe. And then to the end of the movie, he's like, bet I kept her safe.
Yeah.
Whereas we keep making references to Last of Us and God of War, right? in Joel's case and in Kratos' case, when they were faced with this little companion, right? Kratos is his son, who he's kind of estranged from. And so Joel is just this little girl who has nothing, like, no relation to her. At first, they're kind of, like, at odds. They kind of bicker. They don't really like each other. They annoy each other. But you see the development in the sense that once you've reached the end, now they talk to each other better. Now they actually care about each other. They look out for each other's safety. Because you see the character, the change in character, the way that they're acting, the way that they talk. That when I saw that he just kind of takes her in, like, I'm gonna protect this girl because she's the only fucking survivor, and she's just a girl. I'm gonna protect her. Like I said, right? I'm gonna keep her safe. And then the movie ended with, shit, I kept her safe.
Right.
Like, there wasn't really a change necessarily, and I get it. But he was reminded of his daughter.
Right.
No, trust me, and I get it. And I saw, like, what you guys were saying, the scenes of, like, when she was laying down and, you know, all that. Like, I get it. I do. But maybe that is what was lacking for me.
Well, I'm gonna counter with something. And Mario, let's see if you could see this, right? Because I understand what he's saying about the whole character development and how Joel, Ellie, and Kratos situation. You're not really, at first you're like, whatever. In the beginning, yes, the guy did take her under his wing, but she immediately became a liability. She immediately became a liability and kind of of annoyance. Like in the first scene, don't you remember when she literally, instead of being quiet and hiding, she went out to save that dinosaur. And the guy was like, yo, what the fuck are you doing, right? He's like, yo, you can't. He's like, yo, be quiet. Don't do this. Don't do that. And her, you know, throwing the berries, and he's just kind of like annoyed with it. He's like, okay, like, and we see that we kind of get a glimpse of what you're saying of like, oh, like, yes, I got to take care of her because she's the only survivor, but like, she's getting my ass in trouble, bro. There's a chance I might not make it or whatever the fuck. And even the part with when they're refilling the water bottle, like, he's like, well, go fill it up. Like, what the fuck? I'm not going to do it for you, type stuff, you know? And that's when she went to go fill it up. And that's where you see like a slight change where he's being reminded of his daughter. He's like, like, you know what? Like, even though she is, you know, putting us in shitty situations and not listening, like, she reminds me of my daughter. And like, I don't know. I thought I saw that, and I thought it was better because they didn't speak the same language. And I don't know, like what I just said, Mario. Like, what do you think of that?
No, just to add on, for me, do
you agree? Well, before you add on, motherfucker, did you agree what I said?
No, I agree. Yeah, I would say I would agree. Like, to me, just like I said, to add on, I think the fact, because of why I enjoyed her not speaking English more, is that the if she were to speak English, shit that they would do in this movie wouldn't be as impactful as if she didn't. Like, for example, like all these when he says, see, like when he's filling up the water, like, you see this, like, or the berries, I mean, see red, like it's bad. You go in your stomach, rah, 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 bad. Like, all that shit, carries more weight with it. As if compared to English, and like,
her repeating the words.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm just tired.
Oh,
she's like, I'm just tired.
Or fuck, whatever the fuck. Yeah, like all that
funny.
shit.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah, so like all that shit, like it carries more weight with it, more emotion with it, which is why I think it hits harder compared to like and because and like I say, if she were to speak English, it would be like Adam there would just be like, oh, you see this red? Oh, if it's red, don't eat it, right? Okay, cool, but won't eat it. Move on. You know what I mean? Like, see how like the difference between that, and that's why it's like this story. It hits harder because like, oh, they're connecting even though they can't understand each other, so they gotta do it in a hard way, and which is why it makes it more impactful. Yeah, well, to me at least, I should say.
And yeah, so I mean that pretty much covers it. There's another thing in the movie that's happening, you know, as a subplot, right? Because obviously, like, they got to get to the pod ship and pretty quickly, and the reason why is because they find out that meteor, that same meteor that hit our reality of Earth and just killed all the dinosaurs was coming. And so he's like, yo, this bitch is coming, we gotta go quick. So that was just another subplot where like, oh, we gotta get the fuck out of here.
It makes to like rush the story.
It gives it a
like,
bit of suspense.
Like get some anxiety in you, viewer. Like, this is happening.
And obviously they finally get to the, like I said, we already mentioned it, they get to that pod. She finds out, oh, like my family's in here. They have that angry, like she's angry at him and stuff. And this is another part where like, yo, she doesn't get what you're saying. He eventually opens up and says, you know, he opens up about his daughter. You know, my daughter, you know, I wasn't there for her. She passed away. I wasn't there for her, and like last time I saw her, she was mad at me or whatever. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And he was saying all this stuff. I'm like, bro, she don't get you. But
another one where he's like, yeah, wait, hold up, pause. Another one where he was like that too, where he's like, oh, by the way, they were in a rush, so she's like, I lied about your family, they're dead. And she's like looking at him because like she don't understand him, right? She's like, blow, shoot, gun, blow,
in the cave. He's like, he turns around, I can't do it, I have nothing. Yeah, he turns around on his knees. I lie to you. Your parents are dead.
They're goners, buddy. It's skill issue. I'm sorry. I made it. They didn't. I'm sorry.
No, but they obviously talk about it because after she ignores it, and he's like, and you can't understand me, right?
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty funny. Okay, I
was gonna say maybe that's like that's just to me, bro. More reasons why I felt like they should have made her understand,
right?
And had her speak English for scenes like that. To
like maybe him finding a translator device.
Because there was one, but it was broken. He said
that, it was broken. I was like, well.
But like, imagine he found one in the middle of the movie, and then like, I don't know.
Either that, or have him find one, or at least fix the one he had before that scene where he confesses about, no, your parents are actually dead. You know what I mean? Like, have that be the scene, because honestly, like, any conversation that he has with the girl are all irrelevant, except for this one, because he fesses up and says, you know, your parents are actually dead. And I'm assuming the bitch curses out at him in whatever made up language it is. But then he, you know, opens up about his daughter. But just like you, bro, like in the back of my head, I'm like, she's not understanding this. What is the?
It was mostly for us, the audience, right?
No, I get it. I get it.
But it still doesn't really make sense with that.
It again kind of adds to the argument. My thing about like not buying the relationship. How can there be an attachment when you guys don't empathize with each other? You guys don't even understand each other, type of thing. You know? Yeah, okay, she lost her parents and you lost your daughter. Well, we both know loss. Do y'all like?
But like that doesn't mean that like just because you can't understand someone saying, you can't build some type of emotional connection. I don't agree with that.
Yeah, I don't.
You know what I mean? I agree that just because you guys don't speak the same language, you could still have that emotional connection.
I mean, like they're going through a whole journey,
right? And personally, I bought it.
Right?
You bought it, and you know what? Real life example. Shout out to your uncle or cousin. Remember?
Oh, that's facts. Yeah.
How he's dating.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mario, real quick. Shout out to you. You gotta say his name, but
I don't know his name. I forgot it. I'm not with you. He's just my cousin. He's not my uncle. He's just my cousin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I have a cousin, and he's from Mexico, and one time we hang out for Thanksgiving, obviously, right? Get the whole family together from my dad's side. Go to Chicago, we go there, and one day I pull up, and he has a girl with him. I'm like, oh shit, what's up? Well, how are you? She's white, so I'm assuming she speaks Spanish, right? Because my cousin speaks zero English. Zero fucking English. Only thing he knows is like hello and bye. So I go to her. I was like, "Oh hi, nice to meet you," and this and that. And then later on, Dealey, my cousin, he's like, "Yeah, bro, like yeah, she doesn't know any Spanish." I'm like, "Wait, what? They're dating?" He's like, "Yeah, wait, but how the fuck do they talk?" He's like, "I don't know, bro, but they don't speak each."
So she doesn't speak a lick of English. He doesn't speak Spanish, and he doesn't speak a lick of English.
Yeah,
and yet they're together.
And now because of it, they're both better at each other's languages.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Like, come on, girl, come on, turn me up. Real life example right there. But anyways, obviously you could think how you think, and I could definitely see what you're saying. I
understand his point of view, bro.
Yeah, but personally, fortunately enough, because low key, if I felt like you, I'd have been like, man, this movie was You know what I mean? But I did buy the relationship. It's more so the beginning of the movie. I didn't really buy that.
It was rushed.
Yeah, I didn't buy that.
What you saying? Sorry.
The beginning of the movie.
Oh yeah. That
I didn't really buy that.
I know what you mean.
You know, and we already.
That's why I said I'm happy they built it throughout the story because if that was the only mention of the daughter, I'd been like, what the fuck was the point of the beginning? Because like I don't care. Like I know his daughter's 6, but I don't give a fuck. We only got her for 10 minutes or whatever the fuck it was in the beginning.
Yeah, I think they could have done more bonding
in the beginning
instead of that.
I know what you mean. I had that thought too. I was like, damn, I kind of wish they like spent more time.
Even with the mother, bro.
No, the mother. You don't give a fuck about the mother.
Yeah, you don't give a fuck about the mother.
You don't give a fuck about the mother.
Movie.
Yeah, they should have done it like The Last of Us. Where like there was no mother. We don't know why. Actually, in The Last of Us, we don't even know why.
We're gonna find out.
No, I'm talking about
Joel's wife.
Joel's wife. Oh yeah, you're right. Okay,
Joel's wife. We have no idea what the fuck happened to her, bro. You know what I mean? But anyways. So yeah, they get to this pod. You know, we get the final showdown. We finally get the T-Rexes and stuff that were.
They go head to head.
Yeah, they go head to head. What was that about? They go head to head. Like,
Well, dinosaurs. He goes like he fights them off.
yeah.
What do you mean? That's what happened.
He said they go to head to head. Like, what are you trying to
Oh
say?
wait,
like,
what are
man?
you trying to say, bro? I was insinuating a
Dinosaurs
fight.
giving head out here? Like,
Whoa, are you doing
Sorry.
something sexual with
Do
Hobby?
you hear what he's talking about?
Whoa, what the fuck?
Do you hear him?
He said, yeah.
Yeah, all right, motherfucker. Like, you hear him, bro? What the fuck?
That's not what I meant, boy.
But yeah, man, it's tripping. But anyways,
Hector a little bit sus.
we get that whole scene. We get the 2 T-Rexes, you know. And,
Hobby heard me, bro.
Really quickly, I guess another thing I want to say that why I guess I bought the relationship is because we see both of them help each other out.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I mean? We see a bunch of that. We see them both helping each other out. They're gaining. You know what I mean? But whatever. Anyways, we finally get that cool fight scene with the dinosaurs. Oh shit! You know, with the big dinosaurs, which is the dude with the same gun. You know, except he ran out of ammo, but he switched it. Do you think that gun was like? It's like different options of ammo, but like in one gun. That's pretty cool. And
I mean,
essentially
it's
that's what we got.
futuristic society, so
Yeah, right. But long story short, they end up defeating these T-Rexes and even that dinosaur that we got from the OG one, right, from the cave. And with that, what are those things called, bro?
What?
The ones on the ground that shoots out with the
Geysers.
Geysers, yeah. I
Geysers.
forgot. Like back then, they had that shit. I wonder what created that? Like, what was that? You know what I mean?
Wait, the guys don't exist no more?
No, I think they do.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure they do.
But like not as big as those, I don't think.
I don't
or like
fucking know.
that many.
I don't
Because
know.
there was like a field of them or some shit.
Yeah, no.
Right. So like, I wonder what the fuck that was about. But whatever. Hopefully we can get Bill Nye on the show.
You
He'll explain it to us.
Let me call him up real quick.
We'll have him as a guest every
Yeah.
single time. Be like, yo, so how do you
Hey,
explain
so like,
this?
so how do we know that? Wait, is that true? I don't know. Let's hit up Bill Nye. Hey, Bill.
Hey, Bill.
Yeah. We go to a TV monitor.
Yeah, we go to a monitor.
Well, and welcome back to another segment of Science with Bill.
Yeah.
Science with Bill.
And
Or
that's
some
basically it, guys. All right, thank you, Bill. All right, back to the review.
Welcome to another segment of Hey, yo, Bill, set it straight.
Yeah.
Set it straight.
Turn on the screen. Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, yo, Bill, set this straight, man. And then we just
All right, and at the end of the
That's
segment,
true.
all right, thank you, Bill, for setting us straight. All right, you know what I mean?
and then some other shit will come up. And,
Yeah.
fuck, we got to phone Bill again.
No, we should have like different people. Like,
Yeah.
fuck, I don't know. Who else could we?
Oh, let's hit up our local writer. No, man. I don't know who's the writer. that we
Whenever
know.
there's like a disagreement, heavy disagreement between me and Hav or you and I, whatever, we'll call up Jerry Springer. Yo, Jerry Springer, give us the quote of the day.
Yeah.
Man. Give us a message of the day, man. Oh, my cheeks are fucking hurting. My butt cheeks.
Nah, he meant his butt cheeks.
Oh my god, bro! But in the theater, I was crying. I want to mention this real quick.
Oh my god.
In the theater, I was laughing really hard. I don't know. Can I say the joke that I did with?
I don't fucking know, bro.
Can I say the joke that I did with Danny?
Bro, I mean, hey, man, that's you,
That's
bro.
up to you,
if
dog.
you want.
All right, so me and Danny, for guys you guys don't know, Danny is a special guest. Like he would come in. He was in one of our, I think, few in our reviews and like our discussion videos about DC and stuff. So we're sitting next to each other, and you know we're just messing around and stuff. And he says something in my ear. I start laughing, and I eventually, you know, I grab his head and I.
Oh my god.
I
dude.
grab his head and I
No,
put
no.
it down to me. You know,
Oh!
you know where, just to
Oh
fuck
my
around, and I was crying, laughing. I don't think I ever.
way.
He was fucking, hey, he was fucking around, but he was hard as hell.
Bro, it was funny as hell.
Oh my
Yo, people
God.
listening to us like, yo, what the fuck's wrong
I
with
think
these
we're
guys?
weirdos, bro.
No, we're just fucking around.
I know.
So that made I grabbed his head, you know, whatever, right? I grabbed his head, give me head. But
Oh
as
my
a joke.
God damn it.
Hey, the podcast is explicit. I have it as explicit, so we're good.
Okay.
No, we're good, bro.
Oh, shit.
Mario's like, dude, what are you worried about? Mario's like, he's like the motherfucker. Wait, you haven't seen the movie? You're like the motherfucker from Cocaine Bear.
This shit was funny, dude.
You're like the motherfucker from Cocaine Bear, bro.
Yeah.
Mario, what are you worried about, bro? These guys listening to us, they know how to have fun, bro. Relax, Mario. We're okay. Okay, this is explicit. And if you guys are listening to this, you guys don't know. check it out. It's explicit. You know what I mean? I have
we get
explicit.
we get pretty explicit.
Yeah, I put it in explicit category.
Explicit.
That was one time, right? So that was one time. The next one, we get a we see a teenager with the older guy. Yeah. Like he's like a kind of like a bit of a grandpa. I don't know, like whatever. And they keep going up down the steps and stuff. You know what I mean? Like, they keep like kind of distracting us. I'm like, whoa, what the fuck? And so I look over to Hav and I'm like, yo, what the fuck, bro? Somebody brought their Uncle Ben, bro. What the fuck? And he starts laughing really hard, and I started laughing really hard.
Oh my god!
I mean, we're just fucking around, man. You guys can think I'm a bitch, whatever. Comment down below, whatever. But like, those are the two moments where like I almost lost it, bro. But the one with Danny, bro, I was like, I tell you this now: when we go see Scream, I can't sit next to him, bro. I can't, dude. I literally can't, dude, because he be whispering shit, like okay, in the movie, remember when he was giving the girl a piggyback ride?
Yeah.
He turns over to me. That's what I'm gonna do to you.
Like, yo, what the fuck?
He's like, so you're gonna give me a piggyback ride? He's like, yeah. Like, what the fuck?
Oh my god.
So he would say this shit.
He just says shit, bro. Doesn't think it through, and then when you tell him, he's gotta like now stick to it.
Yep.
Wait,
bro,
so you're gonna ride me? Yeah. Like he doesn't think shit through.
I'm gonna ride you all the way.
Yeah. Like,
dude,
like what the fuck?
So he would say these random things like in the movie, like whenever we saw a dinosaur, he'd be like, "Oh shit, look at you, bro," or like whatever, right? And I would just be laughing, and dude, I would just be laughing, bro. Like, go ahead, go on.
Oh god. What?
Remember when he was trying to teach the girl how to do the whistle shit, and Danny was trying to do it?
Okay. Oh, when she was scared and shit. That moment. Yeah. Okay.
And so he whistles to like comfort her.
Yeah.
And he's like, look, and he like does his hand motion. He's like, hey, this is how you do it. And Danny tries to do it too. And I'm like, Danny, I go over to Danny. I'm like, hey, Danny, look, this is how you do it. And I go like,
y'all motherfuckers. I didn't see any of this.
No, we don't have
weird.
No,
like I never looked over and like. What
okay, I'm gonna just say it, guys. We already said explicit, guys. If you guys are underage 18, get the fuck out. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, that moment, right, where we're talking about the whistle. Mario looks over to Danny. He's like, "This is how you do it, Danny." And it's him. It's a hand motion of him gripping a cock.
You know what's funny? You know what's really fucked? You know what's really fucked is that mailman Luis that we sus as hell right now.
yeah, for real, bro.
No, bro. Hey, Luis, this is dedicated to you.
Hey, he said, y'all motherfuckers dedicated to Gates podcast.
He looked at you. He's like, hey, man, I don't fuck with y'all shit no more. He's like, why, bro? Like, honestly, bro, I ain't sus like that.
Low key, bro. Hey, Luis, are you still listening, bro? Hope you still fuck with us. I mean, no, he said we fuck with our vibe. That's one thing that's unique about us, man. Let's be real, man.
We a little gay.
That's not what I was gonna say. Dude, that's not what the fuck I was gonna say, bro. I said a vibe like we chill as fuck. No, bro. Like we just fuck around. We chill.
We just fuck around with just such shit.
Because when you make jokes like that and we don't have cameras, we can't say we have to fucking.
Yeah,
say
I know.
Oh my god. You know what I mean?
That's the tough part.
So you guys still here, man. Y'all fucking champions.
For real, man.
But essentially, they escape, man. They fucking launch away like Buzz Lightyear, bro. To infinity and beyond.
Oh wait, we should say that. The distress signal, because we didn't mention it. The distress signals, they receive it. Another ship, because we didn't mention it. We're like, they're launching away to what? Nowhere. But they're gonna go get intercepted by another ship that picked up their distress signal, and you know, happy ending.
That's pretty much.
And we see the explosion. We see like the aftermath of the meteor. That was pretty raw. We see the meteor
hit. We see the impact and shit. That was pretty cool.
That was cool.
That was raw.
I like that.
No, this movie had badass fucking visual effects.
Yeah,
that I can give it. The CGI on the dinosaurs didn't look like crap. It looked actually really good.
Yeah.
The CGI, like when the meteor hit at the end and stuff like that, like even the space scenes where the ship was hitting all the asteroids and shit, that was all really good. Like the special effects were top notch. I just wish the story was.
You know what? No. I don't agree with Hav, man. It's Jerry. What's going on, guys? You know what I mean?
I don't like the story, Jerry. What
or
the
Judge
fuck
Judy.
Judge
Judy.
Yeah.
What's going on, guys? Or no, but yeah, okay. You know, with that being said, I mean that's pretty sure we covered everything. Hav, do you want to? I'm gonna start with you first, Hav. Your rating.
My rating.
Final
bro?
thoughts. Rating.
Like I said, bro,
you hated it. I get it.
I don't know, man. I wouldn't say I hated it. Hated it was like
yeah, for real. Like Thor: Love and Thunder.
yeah, like Thor. I was just kind of like, really, bro? Like, what are we doing? Type shit. No, man. Like I said, man, I don't know. It's just something about this movie didn't just hit the way it did you guys. I just thought the movie was just okay. I was maybe wishing for a little something more. There would be a few things I'd tweak in the story to kind of elevate it to my enjoyment, but at the end of the day, this is the movie that we got, so I'll probably end up giving it like a 5.
Ooh, 5. Okay.
Because I'm indifferent.
Just average.
Just middle. It's
mediocre.
It's indifferent. Like I don't like it. I don't hate it. I'm just kind of like, eh. Okay. Hopefully, Scream 6 is way better.
I heard good things.
I've heard good things too, but like I don't know, man. I don't like this vibe of just being like, damn.
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough.
But that's just me. 5.
Danny's rating.
Oh, he told you?
No.
Give a rating.
Give a rating
Danny,
in the lens of Danny.
Remember She-Hulk? The Danny rating.
A Danny rating? Hey man.
Hey
man. The fact that I could see the movie.
10 out of 10.
The fact that I didn't fall asleep.
Talking about
10 out of 10.
Hey, no. You know what? But that bitch was in color. 11 out of 10.
Oh, that's crazy. 11 out of 10.
What's he talking about?
No.
Okay. All right, Mario. Final thoughts, Mario, and your rating.
I guess for me, man.
Yeah.
I would probably give this movie. Because I really did enjoy it overall. I'm gonna say it right now. I don't think this is a terrible movie.
Yeah.
I don't think this is I'm not gonna say it's an average movie either. I think this is a good movie. I enjoyed the CGI, like Javi said. I think it was really fantastic. I love that they didn't just leave behind the daughter and family story plot just for like the beginning, because a lot of stories do that. They're trying to like, hey, care for this character and his family, but we're only gonna show him in the beginning, and that's it. We're like, bro, I don't give a fuck. Yo, should
only about the daughter. The mother could go.
Yeah, the mother. Rocks. Yeah, the mother can go kick.
She would
rocks,
go
bro.
Kick space rocks.
Yeah, for real. Yeah, kick rocks. But no, I really enjoyed how they continued that story with the father, and which with Adam Driver's actual daughter. I think that I bought into it. I when it comes to the dinosaurs, I think I do side a little bit with Javi. I wish they were there a little bit more.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at how much they were present in the movie, but I do wish there was a little bit more to have that perfect balance. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And what Danny mentioned also in the car ride, he said that he wanted to see a variety of dinosaurs.
Yeah, that's another cool thing.
Like the motherfuckers with a long neck, the fuck, I don't know dinosaur names. The
Triceratops,
the one with the fucking bowling ball as a tail.
Bowling ball as a tail.
That fucking Bowser looking motherfucker.
Yeah. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
Stuff like that. So I do agree. I do agree with Mario saying, you know what I mean, and with Danny, I low-key wanted to see more variety and stuff.
You know what's fucked, man?
Yeah, go ahead.
I said this in the movie theater. I said the real tragedy are the little kids that came. You remember there were little kids in the auditorium?
Oh yeah, right. There was a bunch of kids.
Yeah,
it's because we went early.
Yeah, but also because like I said, the trailer marketed this bitch as a dinosaur movie,
like a Jurassic World.
Like these kids came to see dinosaurs, and the fact that they weren't really in it as much.
I said Jurassic World.
Yeah.
It's not. Isn't it Jurassic Park?
Either one.
Oh, okay.
They're both movies, but
okay.
Yeah, that was my thing. Is that they were kids in the movie theater, bro.
Yeah.
And it's funny because these parents probably saw the trailer and they were like, "Oh, a dinosaur movie, like, that's action and stuff." And then the fact that they're not really in it as much, like I heard the kids talking and all this bullshit, like during the serious moments, like the quiet moments, like.
No, but they're kids, bro. They're not gonna focus on 100% on.
No,
regardless.
Of course. No, yeah, of course.
Motherfuckers, one of the motherfuckers was dangling and shit off the fucking.
Bro, yeah, he was asking to fall. No bullshit, bro.
Yeah, Javi told me, he's like, "Look, bro, he's about to fall." Some little kid, because we're like on the high end. We're like all the way in the back.
Top row. Yeah.
Yeah, and like we have this like balcony in front of us, and this kid was like leaning over this shit, about to fall down.
Yeah. But just to give my quick review, I'll probably give this a 7 out of 10. I'll give this a 7 out of 10. I think it's good.
That's exactly what I was going for.
I was going 7 out of 10.
I agree with what Mario said, and I agree with that rating. I like this film. I didn't think it was bad or whatever. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good film. I'm gonna give it a 7. It's a 7. It's a 7 out of 10. Mario, do your thing. Is it worth a ticket? Is it worth go see it? That's his thing now.
So is this worth a movie
Go
ticket? It depends, because like if you're listening to this and I mean, you know it's spoilers, so you know the story. But if you're listening to this and you're siding more with Hav, then I'm gonna say no. But if you're anything like me or Hector, then I say yeah. I think it's worth the movie ticket.
Matinee at least.
Yeah.
Not anything more.
I don't know what the fuck that means. I'll be honest.
Matinee means like basic tickets, like what we got, $9. Not Dolby Cinema, not IMAX. Don't.
Well, to be fair, me and Hector don't give a fuck about Dolby for any
facts.
movie.
That's facts.
Yeah, bro. I mean, I didn't want to go see fucking the Marvel movie in Dolby, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't want to see it. I don't give a fuck, bro. They're cheaper, bro. That's why I like the regular shit. But then what's Avatar?
Hell no.
Avatar, you need to see that in
Dolby
Dolby.
4D.
10,000 million pixels.
With the food carrier coming to it, like the food cart coming to him.
If I'm gonna go see a raw ass movie, of course. You think I'm not gonna go watch the John Wick 4 in Dolby? Come on now, it's John
And
Wick.
like in his popcorn, he has to go in the back. He has to do it himself because they don't put too much. They don't get the
right consistency of the butter.
Yeah, they don't get the ratio to the butter. They don't get the popcorn butter ratio right. So he's got to do it.
Yo, stupid motherfucker. Show him how it's done.
And he pours himself a drink like he's pouring himself a beer.
I pull up a bottle of bourbon. I just stir myself. Where the fuck did he get the bourbon from?
He's like, what the fuck? Don't worry about it. He puts it back in his coat. Like, but okay, yeah, guys. Yo, shout out, hey, Luis, if you made it at the end of this, man, shout out to you, bro.
Yeah,
like,
man.
sorry, but hopefully you prepared, bro. My cheeks hurting.
Hopefully we didn't let him down, bro. I don't think so, though.
What happened?
I said hope we don't let him down, but I don't think so. I said.
All right, well, yeah, well, you see, man. He said he's a mailman, bro. He's out here, you know,
Hey, shout out to you, bro.
delivering mail and shit.
Yeah,
bro.
giving
Like,
people's like their eviction notices and shit.
for real, right? Eviction notice.
He's looking at the mail and he's like, you fuck,
this
buddy.
motherfucker's fucked, bro.
He's looking at the mail, bro, and he sees divorce papers. Buddy, you're going
Jerry
to
Dirty.
That's wild. Couldn't be me. Play HRV right now. It just tries all my.
I'm playing it. Hey, if anything, he's the motherfucker that stole Radu's ring from Amazon.
But they don't know it.
Really quickly, guys, we have another friend named Everardo, nicknamed Aradu. He ordered a package from Amazon, and someone stole his package.
It was a ring.
It was a ring, but
yeah.
like they opened up the package, took the ring, and they left the package outside.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what happened, guys. So
Yeah.
Luis, it was probably you, bro. Anyways, with that being said, guys, that's gonna do it for our review. I hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for
Scream.
Scream. Yes.
That'll probably be out tomorrow.
Yeah, a Sunday. Yeah, I'll have it out Sunday. It'll be out Sunday. So thank you guys so much for listening. And remember, don't let you pass on, you guys. Take care.
Peace out.
See you.